Camcorder Cameron here. Today I present to you my reaction of The Lighthouse. Specialty requested by my lovely Patreon member, Mystic Explorer. This will be my second Robert Eggers movie that I've reviewed on my channel. Check out The Northman if you're a Robert Eggers lover like me. Without further ado, let's get into this movie. Here's our main character, the foghorn, and I love the foghorn. So scary. I remember watching this movie for the first time. I wasn't quite sure of the tone, so it was a little bit confusing because stuff like this, you're like, ooh, this is a freaky movie. But once you know the movie, it's a lot more enjoyable because you get that it's sort of just a comedy. And the black and white art direction works so perfectly for this movie. And this movie also reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Persona. Oh. There's a lot of classic slapstick in this movie. And I appreciate slapstick moments, I do. Wow, that roof looks healthy. Definitely no water damage has ever happened to that ceiling before. Saving that for later. The psychedelic experience. It's me! Ew, don't look at that. I would immediately avert my eyes and never go back to that spot again. No, I hate this part. That is seared into his brain forever. No, and this is when he seals his fate. Right there. You throwing a rock at the sacredness of the seabird? That's just disrespectful, and he deserves everything he has coming to him. Sisyphusian.
Oil's tired? Use this next time. Save you a hell of a lot of trouble.
You did that on purpose. You could have told him about that.
You a dullard?
No, sir.
Fooled me.
Oh my god. Like, they could not make Robert Pattinson unsexy. I'm sorry.
I'll find some chark in ye, lad.
I adore the pirate accent here. I do.
None more fleet in 64.
And it makes sense for his character to want to like exaggerate when he speaks and put on more of an accent to show all his years at sea.
The only medicine is drink.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Went mad, he did. Raving about sirens, merfolk, bad omens, and the like.
Tall tales.
This does seem like some cruel psychological experiment that they're subjecting him to.
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
You better believe it, boy. No, but seriously, don't you mess with the birds. I honestly, valid. That reaction is valid. He deserved a good slap for throwing a rock at an innocent bird. Love shack, love shack. He's in the love shack. I love how uncomfortably long this scene is. What's he doing up there?
What do you call that?
I mopped and swept twice over.
Ye lying dog.
I wish I could be like this at work.
Unwiped, unwashed, and disdained.
I can tell whenever you don't do a good job.
I already says
How dare ye contradict me, you dog?
I scrubbed this here place twice over.
And I say you did nothing of the sort. Carpenter the whole light station back together from scrap and then do it all over again?
I feel like I need to take a breath for him.
Smiling, lad, 'cause you like it. You like it 'cause I says you will.
That is such a mouthful. How did he do that?
You hear me, lad?
I aspire to be like this one day. Menacing.
Swab
so
dog.
menacing.
Swab.
Swab dog! And you know he likes it. He does. He likes being barked at and ordered around. Beautiful. Grueling work. His lower back has got to be screaming.
Keep them steady, lad.
Oh, I love this part.
I'll drop you down a few feet.
Easy!
Keep still.
Oh God, I literally have nightmares like that. I do. And he was never the same after that. He like secretly, before he knew he was gonna do that, so he pecked the rope down to its tether. I love him when he's the scholar. What is he write? I would love, honestly, to go with this movie, like for the 50th edition, they should release his like diary as like a thing with the DVD. I don't know.
Tell me, what's a timberman want with being a wiki?
Just like you said, I just had enough of trees, I guess.
I can respect that answer. I really can.
Just looking to earn a living.
No.
Just like any.
Winslow's accent is such an interesting, ambiguous blend of different things.
Same old boring story, eh?
Well, you asked.
Man, it's not easy for a man to pour his heart out. Secret cabinet of curiosities. I love it. I love the mystery. What's he writing about? What's he storing in that cabinet? What's up in the light? There can only be one thing. I love that sequence. Ooh, that's even worse. That's how you know you've been cursed, is whenever you find a dead bird like that and you're drinking water. Oh, could it be more obvious? And I forget, I literally blocked this part out of my memory every time. It's so brutal, out of nowhere, out of nowhere. At least I don't have to censor the blood here.
And I won't take no for an answer.
Come on, mate, get drunk for me for our last night.
Well, to relief.
To relief! Or so they think. This is the best drinking movie, okay? Don't watch this movie if you have a problem with alcohol. But if you don't, like, play a drinking game. Take a shot every time they do. This is what's gonna happen.
When we arrived at Bedford Docks, them goers
sing
coming
some
out
sea
and flocks them
shanties.
pretty good. True blue wiki in the making you is.
Oh, he says he's a wiki in the making.
Call me Tom.
The sexual tension in the air right now.
I'm getting off this goddamn rock.
Oh, you are getting off on this goddamn rock. I love seeing some long johns. Petition to bring back long johns. Come home, your man is wearing this, what do you do? Ooh. Is that a chamber pot? I see. This is great. Yeah. You freaking newbie. Stupid idiot. The seagulls are laughing at you right now. Okay, y'all. If I open up a P.O. box, will somebody send me a vintage rain hat? And maybe some suspenders? That's what I would wear if I was to pick out my ideal outfit for this movie. But I don't have those things. I want a rain hat. Okay, I do. Like, just like this one. Ooh, I love this part. This is when I make my next appearance. If I was in this movie, I'd be the mermaid, obviously. And I love that she's so beautiful and so scary at the same time. Very relatable and also true to the siren. And he's just like, ooh, hot lay. But unlike Sleeping Beauty, okay? Because this is a Sleeping Beauty, you guys. This is a Grimm's Fairy Tale Sleeping Beauty moment. You know, he thinks, I'm Prince Charming. I'm gonna come give this sleeping woman, you know, a good caress, maybe a good kiss. She wakes up and she's like, like freaking terrifying. You know, it says a lot in such a little sequence. You better run! Development. There's been a development in the plot, everyone. The ship didn't come. Why? Because look at this storm. And he knew there was a storm brewing.
And I've been asking you to ration for weeks now too, but you kept barking at me like...
This is where it really gets funny, because it's like, is he gaslighting him?
This ain't funny.
No, it ain't.
Or is he just really missing that much time because he started hitting the bottle?
Oh, Striker wasn't around here for 7 long months, he was.
Oh no, don't tell him this now. He's gonna
You're just trying
panic.
to scare me.
Look at ye. And turned gangrenous. Every shade of the peacock's tail.
He's always telling tales about the worst case scenario. As if he doesn't know how anxiously inclined Winslow is by now.
Land ho! Here's I.
He's like, I am so sick of hearing his ramblings.
I thought you said you broke it. Your leg. Catholic nuns and such like.
Oh, telling tall tales now, are we? He just wants a leg up on the boss man, but the key is to make the boss man feel like he's the boss man, okay?
Winslow.
He's always calling me a dog. Filthy dog.
Winslow.
He's looking very dog-like, I must say.
You ought to see Matey's teeth.
The lantern lighting here is just incredible. It gives it a very theatrical look.
What?
And you guys know you've had this argument. I've had this argument. Like, what were you saying? No, what were you saying? What? It's so easy to get into.
If I had a steak, I would it.
Literally me when I'm like getting my PMS.
You don't like me cooking?
Oh, don't be so.
Oh, of course he had to take it personally.
You're drunk. You won't be
And
saying
this part
that.
is heartbreaking because he really is like so offended that he doesn't like his cooking.
You're fond of me lobster, ain't you?
No, tell him you're at least fond of his lobster.
Fond of me lobster.
Please, but you won't. You won't because he's the boss and you're jealous that he's the boss of you.
Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow.
Yes, and here's his extra curse.
Hark!
I want to scream this every day.
Foul in his fury, black waves teeming with salt foam.
He's casting a spell. This also reminds me of like the aquamarine prayer that the girls conjure.
O gods of hurricanes, makers of thunder and lightning and majestical waves, use of your power to keep my mom from moving to Australia.
And that would just be genius of Robert Eggers if he would be making a reference to Aquamarine, a mermaid movie, right now.
And steaming bear take up his fell beast.
And this is another moment where William Dafoe is just taking a big breath and is expelling out little bits of air through all these lines. Like, do you see him take a breath? He has great breath control. I mean, that's a talented actor right there.
And the souls of dead sailors to pick and
This is
claw
probably my favorite moment in this whole movie.
of the dread emperor himself. Forgotten to any man, even any scantling of your soul, is Winslow no more.
He's obliterated. He's turned to foam at the end of the story, Little Mermaid style.
I like your cooking.
Oh, it's too late. The curse has already been said. Easy. So easy. It's not even in his pocket. Come on. Oh, I love this shot. Why does he not care? He just caught him trying to stab him in the middle of the night and he just does not care at all. He's seen it before. He spies a coward when he sees one.
She ain't even human no more. Working apart from folks so long.
And he says, if I can't physically stab you, let me cut deep with my words. love this. He's like, okay, I'll surrender to it. This movie conveys losing your marbles so perfectly. Okay, Saltburn who? Okay. This came before Saltburn, and it is so much freakier, y'all. He looks fit, though. He looks fit. And also, like, it just makes me love Robert Pattinson even more and have an even bigger crush on him because I love a man who's willing to degrade himself for a role. Like, an actor that is just willing to so let loose. To hell with being the hot guy in movies. Like, let me just be a disgusting, pathetic man who whimpers when he comes. Ooh. The only way to forget. I'm like watching this for the first time with captions. And so I'm getting some words of what they're saying in this incoherent diddle. And it's excellent. It's excellent. Lots about sassy little whores and busty girls. I love these lyrics. Yes! It's my second favorite part.
Dance!
When he loses himself in the dance. This is what I'm like often. In the morning time. After I've had my coffee. Yes, and now it's time, everybody, for a slow dance. Grab a partner on the dance floor tonight. Hold them close. I love this. I feel like we're at prom right now.
My lover lies asleep.
Yes. See, and that is toxic masculinity. How all their sea shanties are about lusting after women, when really what they need is the good old company of each other. Two men, just alone in a storm. What's more beautiful than that? Come on, y'all. No, and then they fight. I hate that. But that's what they do in a lot of the old, like, classic movies. Like, if you watch Grease or whatever, it's like, anytime the guys are vulnerable, they want to, like, fight each other after. And here's, you guys, remember when I was saying how this movie reminds me of Persona? This is kind of like that shot in Persona.
I trust you.
His lure! Incoming lure, everybody!
Don't be spilling any of your beans to me.
Come on! I want him to spill the beans.
It was a drive, see? It was a long drive.
It lessens the burden to share it with another.
I'm like, I see what you did.
No, you just want to share. Come on, sharing circle.
Tom, just don't be working twist words off.
And that's so funny is that Tom totally would, but he's not right now.
I trust.
You shouldn't. You should not trust him. I just want them to kiss. This movie, it plays with the sexual tension. It plays with us just wanting that. At least from my perspective.
Alone. Too far downstream.
We're at the part of the night where we're speaking spoken poetry to another about our past.
I did not.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
Tom, you dog. I just stood there as all.
Wow. And I can't believe I've never remembered that.
Watched him get swallowed by them logs.
That's an open wound whenever he's called bark and tat like a dog.
Why'd you spill your beans, dummy?
Creepy. He did warn you though. He said, don't spill your beans.
Don't be spilling any of your beans to me.
There you go, spilling your beans. You got too drunk. Spilled your beans. Now we can use it against you. This is just like anxiety. Like literally the morning after you wake up. Why did you say that? It's brilliant. And this is is very Lynchian to me, at least. I love that. I gotta get out of here, man. They're losing it. They're losing it. Very Shining-esque. I keep making references to other movies, but this movie really is very uniquely itself, but it is reminiscent of the time that Jack Torrance, you know, destroys the snowmobiles.
You're abandoning your post.
No! Nothing scarier than a man with an axe.
I'll report ye. I'll bring the inspector up.
You wouldn't!
I know what you done.
You killed your second.
This reminds me of Mean Girls a lot.
Ow! Do you know what everyone says about you?
I found it in the lobster pot.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I think you're losing your marbles, mate.
You made a confession 'twould make a saint swear.
Think I wasn't listening? Think I was too drunk to remember? Well, my tolerance is higher than yours, you lassie.
You smashed up that lifeboat just now and chasing me with an axe
No.
trying to kill.
Evil, and this is gaslight gatekeep girl boss right here. Behavior. No, that's so pure evil. I hate him for this. But I love him. It's so villainous. Like, he's already losing his mind, and he's just stoking the flames of that insanity. This really is, like, some kind of, like, kinky BDSM relationship they got going on. Like, let me mentally break you, and once I do, I will be in total control of you.
Who you again, Tommy? I'm probably a figment of your imagination. This rock is a figment of your imagination, too.
He's your trip sitter. What do you do?
We're out of drink.
No! It's okay, there's always a solution. Humans, we will always find a way. This is my favorite part of the movie.
Woo! Lucky clouds!
Just two bros having fun. This looks like fun. This is my idea of a good time. Whoa, that shot was amazing. I love shots that make me think I'm in a car wash. Maybe it's because I'm part mermaid, but it stimulates my brain. What do you do in this situation? You piss in a pot. What did he write in the diary? What did he write in the diary? What was it? Tell me. Tell me, I'm going crazy.
Taking dog is chocolate.
I'm sick of your freaking story.
I can't hear no more. And you Captain Ahab horse. You sound like a god parody.
He does.
Well, it's all horse. Your leg, all of it.
Ooh.
God farts. You God.
Farts are enough to drive anyone insane.
You have a way with words, Tommy.
You. Assistant slept late.
Uh-oh, he's got the receipts.
You lied to yourself, but you ain't had the sauce to see it.
Just let me into that lantern, that's all. Stop it! Keep it all to yourself.
Nothing but being born crying about the silver spoon, what should have been yours.
Oh, he knows how to cut deep. Beautiful. It doesn't get more cinematic than this right here. I'm telling you guys, as a cinephile, it doesn't. Oh, role reversal, Persona style.
Back, I said, back!
This is a perfect example of a couple that are both switches. Just an afternoon stroll with my bestie, coworker. Nothing nefarious going on here.
You do as I say, dog.
This is the kind of stuff that's totally normal to do whenever you're a kid. But whenever you're an adult, it's like weird and sexual.
Get in it. See. Oh.
Yummy. Another beautiful example of an actor just completely willing to degrade himself for a role. I'd have so much respect for actors like this. Oh, you thought he was concerned about burying alive his friend? No. He just wanted the keys to the light. Up to the very tip.
The light belongs to me!
The classic trope. Gotta kill him twice. That's no problem for him.
Spare death and triple drain. Make the ocean caves our bed.
He's starting to get it. Welcome in. And these mystic chime sounds are such relief after a movie full of foghorns. I don't know. I too would easily be mesmerized by a light. It's really just a symptom of seeing the beauty in everything. Seeing God in the light. And it looks like he's getting the best he's ever had. Is it scary or is it amazing or is it all of it? That's why you had to keep it under lock and key, because you knew you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it, little boy. It's beautiful. It is just like a biblical shot in and of itself, with the birds just eating him alive. I love it. I love the fog coming in. That is how it would be like. I'm so happy we watched that together. I had a lot of fun. I really did. I always have a great time when I watch this movie. It's just that good. It's a great movie to watch with your friends, to drink to laugh at, to cozy up to on a rainy evening. It's just so atmospheric. Might I say it's Robert Eggers' masterpiece. Like, he has a lot more to give to us, but I don't see him being able to top this in my mind. It's just that wonderful. It's so artistic and classical. It captures the feeling that I get whenever I watch The Room, you know? Where it's very sincere but bizarre. It's also just very like Lynchian. It gives me that freaky deaky feeling. I love the unexplained like dark turn it takes. I love when a movie feels like a nightmare. Like, I love it. I love how it's set in time. I love that there's mermaids. I love that it's black and white. I love that there's Robert Pattinson. I love that there's William Dafoe. Like, I'm just a fangirl of this movie. If there's nobody that likes this movie, I'm dead. I do think that this movie just has like such a big cult following for a reason, because it's just iconic and it's just gonna gain more and more appreciation as time goes on, because it's that great and lasting of a movie. If you guys disagree with me, you just haven't watched it with the right perspective. Hopefully this reaction gave you a different perspective, and maybe you could see it through my eyes, where it's just like a fun, quirky movie. Lighthearted even, if you will. I'm just gonna go giggle myself to sleep. Thinking about this movie, because that's just how it makes me feel. I love it that much. So thank you again to my patron Mystic Explorer for specialty picking this movie for me. I loved it. I had a blast. And thank you to all my other patrons out there and my channel members. This channel runs on you guys. I rely on you and you're my biggest supporters. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys are watching this and you're not a patron or channel member, feel free to check it out, because you get early videos, you get to support the channel and extra content. I feel funny asking, but check it out if you will. Alright, y'all. Until next time, Camcorder Cameron, signing out, ye lads.